Hi everyone, welcome to my channel where I review the latest movies and documentaries. Today, I'm going to talk about Robert and the Toymaker, the new magical book movie. If you're interested in this topic, make sure to watch this video until the end, and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. The story is about a man named Benjamin Amber from the era of .42, when he escapes from the water soldier and comes to a house near Jindal. He was asking for help from the man living here, who had also seen Japanese soldiers following him. To save the life of the management, that nice man hides him in his house, and when Soljo here asks the family about any man hiding in their house, they tell the truth and say that there is some man here. He did not come, but the soldiers had doubts about him. They decide to search the place, but find no one at home. The soldiers leave, after which Subin comes out from under a sofa and reveals to the family that he is actually a scientist. He used to work for Japanese soldiers, and one day he came to know about the most dangerous weapons they were going to use in the war. The Japanese army in front of the whole world, and these Japanese soldiers were after him. All the while we're seeing it under one in Benjamin's hands, which he's not talking to anyone about. He now asks the family for permission to stay here for a few more days, and they agree, and after a few days, 12 Japanese soldiers come to search their house. Seeing soldiers coming from a distance, the man tells his wife to hide Benjamin, who hid Benjamin in their daughter's room. The Japanese colonel now starts investigating the family, and tells them not to consider him less than a lie detector. I catch people's lies from their behavior. It was obvious that the colonel was trying to scare her by saying such things, and the family was also scared. His style of investigation was quite interesting. He starts playing cards with the girl, and while teaching the roles of the game, he tells the girl that people often make mistakes in this game. He also knows that he has no cards, but still he does not close. That means the colonel was hinting to them to tell the whole truth clearly, but none of them opened up. When candles he hears a sound from the roof. Benjamin was actually hiding there, and accidentally a showpiece collided with his foot which he did not allow to fall down. Yet the colonel comes to know of his presence there and kills him by firing a bullet. The family was also ruined by her death. Thinking of killing the family as well, Arsenal shoots both the husband's wives, and kills them before they make their daughter sick. She runs away from there. But still Karnan shot him from a distance. She was injured due to the bullet. But still she does not give up, but reaches a toy shop to save her life, where the old man had agreed to help this girl who had gone to the toy. We see that this girl has Benjamin's book in her hand, which Benjamin had told this girl before the soldiers arrived, that she should never come into the hands of Japanese soldiers. She talked to this Toymaker. She says after which she was now dead. He becomes sad due to the death of this girl who has passed away in old age. Then he hears the announcement made by base soldiers, who was saying that if anyone helps the runaway girl, he will not be shown any mercy. Hearing this, Toymaker becomes even more calm, and in the darkness of the night, he takes the jaka and buries it in this ground. It's morning and now we are seeing him at his shop where he was talking to his own made dolls. He used to call the dolls as made by himself, and treated them exactly like his own children. But now because of Jan no one was buying his dolls. A maid named Epigen was also working at his shop who was asking her to leave the job. The Toymaker had not given her bae for a long time. The Toymaker treated Epigal as one of his daughters. He somehow convinces her to continue the job. Well, now at night he opens Benjamin's book which he got from that girl. There was no bomb-making formula inside this book, but some magical spells were written on it. On the other hand, it is shown that the colonel has received a report that the girl was not found anywhere. Hearing this, the colonel gets angry and tries to search the houses, and find that girl leaving from the underworld. Toymaker has found a spell from inside a book, with the help of which he can bring alive even the people he knows. I make it this spell is used to spoil a doll named Drop It. To make it come alive, and surprisingly the property names or dolls also come alive. Which makes, in the morning, he tells all these things to the girl working at his shop, who, after listening to his story of bringing the doll to life, thinks that maybe he will have some new dreams in the future. She has ignored him. While here the colonel is again told that nothing is known about that girl and the book, he decides that he will do the investigation in a new way, and asks to announce in the entire village that whoever tells about this girl, he will get $20,000. Will be given, which was a huge amount at that time. Next C Major had read the book very willingly, in front of him. Who was alive to do this in the night. Was about to attack with a pencil. While avoiding him, she screams from the source and is here to save his life by finally timing him. Here we notice that this doll named Robert was obeying all the instructions of the maker. At this time Toymaker had told him the whole story of bringing the doll to life. Continuing this story, he told AP that he had got this book from an injured girl, who had come to his shop while escaping from the Japanese soldiers. Toymaker had not yet told anyone that the injured girl was dead, and that he had also buried the girl. Sonny Gandhi, after listening, says to APL that all this is fine, why did he attack me, and not Robert? To which many people try to answer that maybe they act on their emotions. You talked about leaving the job, so I was angry and that's why I attacked you. Whatever it was, she had had enough of all these things. She also knew that Robert was very dangerous. That is why she now confirms her decision to leave the job. He was saddened by her departure, but suddenly he realizes that he has magical diaries, and now he does not need any human being to overcome his loneliness. That's why he revives his two dolls, or the colonel gets the news that in exchange for money a girl is ready to give all the information about a girl who is actually being searched by the colonel and the Japanese soldiers. Tells him to himself. Abigail tells the colonel the story that Toymaker told her about how she came to the house of an injured girl and gave Toymaker a book from her. After telling all this, she wanted the price to be given to her, but instead of the money, Colonel Price takes away her life. They were told that the Japanese soldiers had already reached home after killing them. They make the Toymaker unconscious. One soldier decides to take him to the headquarters and tells another soldier to burn this place. This soldier goes to the mother and starts pouring fuel to burn this shop. Then Robert hit her on the head from behind. After rendering him unconscious, they are now reunited with the other two dolls and decide to go to the headquarters to save the Toymaker. It is shown that the kid Toymaker has a colonel who was torturing him and asking about the girl. The Toymaker cries and remains silent for a long time, and then when the colonel asks about breaking his leg with a hammer, the Toymaker gets upset and tells that one day an injured girl came to his shop. She had a book which she gave to me before she died. Colonel Toy starts him that there is no bomb-making formula inside that book. Rather, that book was written by a man named Yusuf. After reading thousands of magic methods, there are many magic spells in it, with the help of which one can stay alive for the whole life, and dead people can also be brought back to life. I already knew this. He was afraid that the colonel would let him kill him, so he did not care that he had already used the spells, and had also brought 3 dolls back to life. Here it is shown that the 3 dolls brought alive in the dry pot have reached the headquarters, and the soldiers also get to know about them. When a soldier goes there to check, they grab his throat and cut it without exchanging the $1. After that the second doll falls towards the garden room where the major was sitting. The major was very scared after seeing this doll. He says very important with his gun. But this doll does not die and finally kills the major too by slitting his throat. After which all 3 of them head towards the interrogation room so that they can save Toymaker. Where Try has already taken out his gun to kill the maker. Before he can kill Toymaker, Robert Orchard from PG attacks his legs. Even the colonel was very scared after seeing these 3 living dolls. These 3 rolls together begin to cast a cry, and he is very happy to see that the dolls he made came to save him like children. In his injured condition, Gino now knew that he would not be able to survive. That's why he tells Robert Tommy doll to just kill me. Robert also obeys. All this was the punishment the colonel received for his bad deeds. Now as the 3 dolls look towards it is shown that she too is in a very bad condition. He was very close to menstruation, and in such a condition, he asks his 3 dolls to always stay together and then die after seeing him dying. She was crying, and at that moment a doll named Asable gets an idea. She opens the desired book and casts spells to bring the dead back to life. When alive, the Toymaker was also laughing in a strange way, and this was something on the 3 dolls, after which we are shown in the last scene of the story. There are several dolls carrying these 3 dolls in a suitcase. The evil smile on his face tells us that his intentions are not good. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this movie and what other movies or documentaries you want me to review next. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching and see you next time.